myself. I'm sorry. You are an idiot.
Got a chair. Oh, the chair goes to K9 instead. James is furious as he gets struck over the head with the chair.
What a sick power play. All eyes are on Palmer.
You are a dick.
Palmer has turned his back on James Shaw. Oh my God! A man of the people, a man of K9.
I spent months as the SPW heavyweight champion, and all anyone could talk to me about was, what does JK Moody think about this?
I've created a movement.
I have been in control this entire time.
That you are still feeling to this day.
I think he's saying they're done. No! The Blacklight District, as we know it, is done.
Welcome to my era of the Blacklight District.
Blacklight District is on top. Tonight, after 5 years apart, the Power Tools made a statement at Halloween Haunting, rocketing into the title picture. They'll take on the dominant pair looking to clean out the Rats in the tag team division, King and Crosscheck. After teaming up to take down the ever-intrusive BLD, Scott has offered his lockdown teammate the chance at the New Zealand title. The New Zealand wrestling legend last competed for the gold in Queenstown in 2020. These two high flyers are bound to set the place alight, but who can claim the SPW throne? And then the Fight for Gold ladder match. 4 men all vying to win a chance at the SPW New Zealand Championship at a moment of their own choosing. All they have to do is climb the ladder in the middle of the ring and bring down the briefcase. 2 former champions and former BLD collaborators in Azza and Moody meet for the very first time since the usurping at Halloween Haunting. They'll be joined in the ring by Jacko and Ryder, 2 journeymen desperate to break the mold and force their way into a contender spot. All that to be decided and much more, and it starts right now. Welcome everybody to 2026 in SPW Fight for Gold here in Invercargill in the Workmen's Club. First up, the Divine Saviour, and he's got a microphone.
Jesus in the back. This man has done the same. I nurtured him. I let him suckle from the teat of the divine light. And he spit it in my face. At what point does the Lord offer his milk? And the kitten decides, no, not for me. He disgusts me. You disgust me. And I am looking forward to beating him within an inch of his life and making him praise the Lord of the divine light.
Introducing James Shaw's opponent.
James,
James, I'm going to let you know how delusional you are. You stand in that ring, you just stood in front of Southland claiming you're from Auckland. I think the people in myself are on the same page here because you're from Auckland, we're from Southland. So I'd like to think that we all agree when we can all say that Auckland sucks. James, I want to enlighten you on something. I want to share a little quick story. I want to share how delusional you are. Because it's, what's that quote? It's easy to keep your mouth shut and pretend you are stupid than to open your mouth and let everyone know you are stupid. Because James, shut up. He's the one talking. James, I said to you, I was going to bring you a fight. But James, I'm currently celebrating my honeymoon. With my beautiful wife, who's sitting right over there. So tonight, James, excuse me for a second. Because I think that the people know, and I think that you know, who you really are facing tonight, and that is my best friend, the dirtiest dog in the South.
Did you just say his best friend?
He said his best friend.
Don't these two make quite the pair? At the Southern Rumble last year, Professor Palmer proclaimed he is a canine guy now. After leaving James Shaw and the profit business, apparently Canine and Palmer are together. They're best friends.
Well, Ray, James Shaw locking up with K9, not the man he expected to be standing across the ring from.
What the hell? That's cheap shot.
What a development to get us underway here at Fight for Gold 2026. Shaw been on somewhat of a skid here in SPW, and now finds himself standing across the ring to the Dirty Dog of the South, who takes him to the mat with his right headlock. Shaw countering with the head scissors.
You have to think Shaw being prepared for Palmer, a match that he had in 2025 back at Battle Lines, a match that he won in 2025, the last match he won. I think he was feeling quite comfortable coming into this. And now he's got one of the most decorated athletes in SPW history, K9. Shaw changing position. Going for the headstand exit. Out of the scissors.
Well, that's one way out of a hold like that. Paint yourself such a big target on your back that K9 can't help but change tactics. And now Shaw calling for a timeout. He should know better than anybody. There are no timeouts in professional wrestling, certainly not here in SPW.
Well, K9 doesn't seem to mind. He's giving him a break. Shaw in the corner just taking a moment to himself. We're going to start again.
A fresh start in this matchup, perhaps a fresh start in 2026 for James Shaw. And did he have his fingers crossed? Does not matter. K9 takes him down with a back elbow. The Dirty Dog of the South feeling it tonight. Shaw up in the fireman's carry. He rakes the eyes, Ray. And now K9 blinded by that finger into the eye. Couldn't do anything to stop the shotgun dropkick. Palmer up here, letting referee Hayden Brown know what happened. Invercargill saw it. But crucially, if Hayden Brown did not, then nothing can be done.
Yeah, absolutely. It only matters if one man can see it. Shaw, crafty veteran he is.
So get down and shut your stupid mouth. Alright? Oh, I'm gonna make you. You shut up.
Shaw trying to lay his hands on Palmer, but instead it's K9 with hands all over Shaw. Looking for a leapfrog, gets caught and drilled. Samoan drop in the middle of the ring.
K9 still pouring at that eye. Waiting for Shaw to stand. Oh! Shaw rakes the eyes again.
Step up splash from the Dirty Dog of the South. Hooking the outside leg now. Shoulders down for James Shaw. No. Now hands clasped together, looking for some divine intervention. But K9 signaling things may be over here.
He's going for it again.
Back to the eyes for a third time in this matchup. And now K9 throwing over the top rope. That's a hard landing and a long way to go.
Shaw now gets his break. Looks like Palmer out on the outside. Check to see if K9's all right. Poke in the eye, you get a doctor stoppage in the UFC, not here. Referee doesn't see it, and nothing much can be done.
Your friend got here to save you now. I'm gonna punch you in the face.
With K9 neutralised. Palmer about to be punched in the face, but K9 dragging him to safety from the apron.
Oh, watch out!
Smashed face first into that unforgiving steel ring post. Now James Shaw daring Palmer to strike him to cause a disqualification.
Well, that's a great point. I mean, Shaw can get out of this quickly if Palmer just takes one shot at him.
And Shaw with the holy water
Punch me!
antagonising People's Palmer. Palmer really thinking about it there. Referee Hayden Brown stepping in the way. Meanwhile, Shaw brings K9 back into the ring and drills him with a scoop slam. Driving all of his body weight into the small of the back.
You mentioned earlier, David, about James Shaw on a bit of a skid at the end of 2025, but 12 months ago, James was on top of the world. At this event last year, he won the Fight for Gold ladder match. Got himself the briefcase. He won the match at Battle Lines against Palmer at the time. He went into the Southern Rumble with an opportunity to take home the SPW Championship, and it all went wrong.
That's right, Ray. Thanks in part to the Golden Boy Ryder spoiling the party of James Shaw, making Shaw one of just two unsuccessful to cash in that Fight for Gold briefcase. And Shaw looking to turn that momentum around tonight. Obviously, he thought he was going to have an easier task of doing so up against People's Palmer. But now in here with the dirty dog of the South, even with Palmer rallying in the cargo behind him, K9 in a world of trouble trying to break out of this camel clutch.
Tried to back him up into the corner. Gets countered. Kane looks dazed here. Oh, but he hits the foot up as James tries to run in. Watch out! Oh.
Too much momentum from K9 colliding with the turnbuckle. Wow! Massive torque on that powerbomb from Shaw. Cover here. 2 count. Give me the strength I need to crush this man, says James Shaw, asking for assistance from the Divine Light as he again wraps K9 up in this camel clutch.
Really attacking K9's back. You have to wonder, is this going to be the game plan going up against Palmer? K9 on the other hand, he's attacked the eyes and then gone straight for the back with the camel clutch, the power bomb. But K9 still has the strength to power out. Can he get back to his feet and capitalise though?
Created some much needed distance between himself and James Shaw, but you're right, Ray. K9 still on the canvas, still down, clutching at the lower back. And James Shaw, again, dropping all of his body weight. Did not manage to get the measurements from either man tonight, but James Shaw visibly appears to be the larger of these two athletes. And now, after using his body weight to his advantage, dishing out some punishment with these chops.
Trying to balance fair play. K9's fired up.
A series of forearms backing James Shaw into the ropes. Here's the Irish whip. Shaw reverses. K9 ducks under the clothesline. Ducks the back elbow strike. Shoulder block from the dirty dog of the South. Shaw back to his feet. Oh, snap dragon suplex. Quick and effective.
Go for a ride again.
Shaw looks dazed. He doesn't know where he is right now. But he is in a bad part of town. In position for the Shadbolt. R.I.P. to the former Invercargill Mayor. And K9's not done, Ray. Look out!
Suicide dive out into the crowd. K9 on a roll. Shaw Shaw almost pleading with K9 for a bit of mercy as he gets him up. Oh, and back down the K9 crusher. Cover.
Shaw able to get the shoulder up after that K9 crusher. But the momentum has well and truly turned from earlier in this matchup. The effect of the eye pokes no longer in play. K9 in the driver's seat.
Perhaps the effect of those body strikes, those working at the back, his endurance. K9, that pin, no hook in the leg, no weight over the shoulders. James Shaw was able just to slip the shoulder to get out of it. Looking for the bad dog pile driver. Oh no, but back at the eyes. Referee can clearly see that one.
Oh, that's blatant. A bending of the rules as we have seen so far. A very serious case to be made for a disqualification. Peoples Palmer looking mighty frustrated.
I think Shaw might be on a formal warning, but what did he just throw?
Shaw's removed the glasses. Referee Hayden Brown requires glasses to see. James Shaw effectively blinding our referee just as much as he did to K9. And now Shaw looking for a low blow. K9 puts on the brakes. Oh. There's one of his own. Palmer asking for a tag? What's going on, Ray?
K9 is confused as us. This is not a tag match. Palmer's ready to go. He wants in on this one.
The shirts come off. The proclamation. I'm a K9 guy.
Off the ropes.
Sin City. Hayden Brown back in. He's found his glasses.
Got him done that time. K9 still holding the eye, still feeling the effects of multiple eye rakes through it. He's going to have to see a doctor. Just a handshake to be shared between the supposed best friends. But K9 out here defending Palmer's honor, putting a beat down on the Divine Savior.
We didn't even know we were going to see K9 in action tonight. Moments ago, we were expecting to see Peoples Palmer versus James Shaw, but it's K9 filling in for Palmer. And having a toast with some of the Invercargill faithful kicking us off tonight at Fight for Gold.
Don't ever forget that. Delusional.
BLD weren't making friends while at a wrestling event in Christchurch earlier this year, disrespecting a newcomer to the New Zealand wrestling scene, Blade Lennox. The American military veteran looking to make a splash in front of this new SPW crowd. Well, new look BLD, they removed the head of the snake. Last time out at Halloween Haunting, Jacko Moody involved in Blacklight District no longer. The Corey Beams and Big Saboor coming out together. Still a tag team, but taking a dip into some singles action tonight.
his opponent.
Not just new to the company, SPW, new to the country. Blade Lennox coming in from America in the last 12 months, debuting up in Crosscheck. Lennox has now made his way further south to SPW.
Well, the bell sounds to get us officially underway, Ray, and we've got to point it out right here and now. Corey Beams came to the ring wearing a purple belt, a rank which he holds in Jiu-Jitsu. Means he's very proficient in submission grappling, specifically leg locks. Meanwhile, of course, this will be the first time that Beams, or indeed anyone in SPW, has gone up against a wrestler wearing a carbon blade in place of one of their legs. As we see these two exchanging hold and counter hold, and it's the fireman's carry that Blade Lennox uses to get Corey Beams down to the mat.
Yeah, it's good fundamentals right now from Lennox so far.
Beams with a handful of hair.
Immediately on the hair, getting him off him. Sends him off the ropes. Reducks underneath. Oh!
And there is the carbon fiber blade.
Yeah, putting that blade to good use.
Doubling Corey Beams over. Whip hard to the turnbuckle. Big splash in the corner from Blade Lennox, and Ray, it'll be interesting to see how things go as this match progresses. Beams, of course, part of the BLD, specifically the tag team with Big Saboor, won the Slammy Award for Tag Team of the Year in 2025, if you can believe that. But what will happen as Blade Lennox continues to pour on the pressure when Corey Beams in singles competition can't reach out to his corner? There's nobody there to tag tonight.
Bulldog, Bulldog. No, Beams makes his way out. Oh, crossbody. Coming, hook of the leg. Beams able to kick out. Yeah, absolutely. Corey Beams has become a bit of a tag team specialist over recent years.
Yes.
Oh, as he chops out the back of the knee. And the Chicago faithful letting Beams know what they think of him.
Beams battering Lennox in the corner with a series of forearms. But Lennox blocks and fires back a shot of his own. Ballistic Blade Lennox has been through so much over the course of his entire life, surviving what most humans could not. But Corey Beams continuing to find a way to return Lennox to the mat here and painting a pretty big target on that right leg and the carbon fiber blade.
Mentioned the jiu-jitsu from Beams earlier, David. This is one of the great combat sports that really doesn't matter about the size of the opponent. Lennox looks absolutely massive against Beams, and yet it's Corey in control here.
And Lennox desperate to do something about it, breaking free from that waist lock, sends Beams into the corner. Another splash.
Putting that extra weight to good use.
Beams with the reversal. A kick to the knee. And Beams appears to have hurt his own leg. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy as Blade Lennox with a face buster staggers Beams with the BLD.
Usually with that throw to the outside, you expose the calf muscle and the ligaments below the knee for that kick, but instead, he got a taste of his own medicine. Nice drop kick, takes out the legs of Lennox.
Beams now getting a grip on the carbon fiber blade of Lennox and using it to smash the knee into the mat time and time again. A targeted assault from Corey Beams, homing in on the right knee of Lennox. Lennox trying to break free of what we've got to presume was to be a half Boston Crab. Checking to see that Beams hasn't loosened that blade. Now Lennox back to his feet. Takes down Beams with a clothesline. Back elbow rocking the BLD member. Turns him inside out into a variation of a stunner.
Beams might be out here. That stunner was flush. Right on the jaw. Lennox taking a breather. Corey getting back to his feet as well.
But now it's Beams who is in the sights of Lennox. Oh, Corey with a German suplex.
There's one positive to being the smaller guy. You've got that leverage. Oh, on the German suplex and on this Boston as well.
Half Boston Crab and Beams with clubbing blows to the knee. Boston Crab still applied. Look at the torque.
Jesus.
Lennox has no choice but to tap out.
Beams not wanting to let go at the end either. You can see Lennox trying to alleviate some of that pressure, trying to get the arm through underneath the leg of Beams, hold on to his old pants and try and pull some of that pressure out of that joint, but he's not able to get it done. Corey Beams with the finish by submission.
Putting that jiu-jitsu purple belt to good use in singles competition tonight.
What are you giggling at, Ram? Are you giggling at my defeat to K9 out there? I need you to stop your laughter and get ready for your match with Marcus Cool. I may have just lost the battle out there, but I won't lose the war. The war will be won through divine intervention, just like how Marcus Cool was healed through divine intervention. Yes, it was I and the divine work of the Lord that healed his knee. So you better be ready, because you're going to see much more of him, and you're going to see much more of me in the title picture, as I should be. Stop laughing!
So Beams gets it done, and now it's Big Saboor's chance to inform us all of BLD's quality. But across the ring from him stands one of Canterbury's finest, the debuting high flyer, Attack. Well, an impressive victory for one of the pairing, the Black District, Corey Beans. Now, Big Saboor's chance to stand tall. After they lost in Halloween Hornsing, BLD fell out of the title picture, both tag teams and the SPW title. So the boys with the Black Light have taken to singles competition, but can they go 2 from 2 tonight?
And now introducing his opponent.
Another man on debut here tonight, Attack. He'll be looking to endear himself to this Invercargill crowd with an impressive showing tonight.
Corey Beans notching a victory for the BLD. Can Big Saboor make it 2 from 2? Of course, BLD leader Azza will be part of our main event, the Fight for Gold ladder match still to come. But focusing on the action in the ring, Big Saboor uncharacteristically with a clean break in the corner. Jockey into position here, Attack trying to break the waist lock. Gets a slap in the back of the head. That's more like the Big Saboor I know.
Got a trip to the outside. I mean, Saboor's just getting started. You're already taking a break.
And Attack not going to wait in the ring. Knows it won't be a count-out victory, so he's going to give chase to Saboor. Sliding back under the bottom rope.
Cal's now, gets cut off by Saboor and now just stomped in the gut for his troubles.
And now Saboor trying to slow things down.
Yeah, big Saboor.
Up and over goes Saboor. Latching onto the hair of Attack. Trying to send him to the outside, but Attack with the counter. Whoa! Just about turned Saboor inside out on that lariat.
Like Saboor was going to try and throw him out of the ring, he just didn't have the strength. Just turned it totally inside out and now heads to the outside. Like it's going to take some time to recoup. Attack once again looking to give chase. Saboor sneaks his way back into the ring.
Attack having his attention drawn in two directions there as Corey beams, yelling out some advice at Saboor. Crashes and burns on a big splash. And now it's Matt Attack on the offensive. Locking in a tight side headlock, brings Saboor down to a knee. Handful of hair from the BLD member backing Matt Attack up into the rope. 1 second away from a disqualification was Big Saboor. But crucially, he found the way out of the side headlock. And now Matt Attack taking a page out of the BLD playbook. How does Saboor like it? This matchup as mental as it is physical so far. And both men really testing their cardio here, running laps around the ring.
Saboor looking like he was trying to outsmart Matt Attack the same way that Matt Attack did to him. Dive in and then slip back out. But Matt's just going to hang out up in the ropes.
Matt Attack seems to be firmly in the head of the BLD tonight, Ray. Saboor growing increasingly frustrated.
Well, they're having a conversation out on the outside, the two of them. I think they're ready just to walk off.
They're not ready for this. Crossbody off the apron. Matt Attack takes out both men. BLD down. Attack up.
Saboor looked like he was ready to call it a day and just cut his losses, head backstage, but Matt Attack taking the matter into his own hands, bringing him back into the rope.
Matt Attack not going to give him that option. Setting Saboor up for a suplex here. High elevation on that vertical suplex. Saboor hits the canvas hard. And Attack hooking the legs here for the pin, 2. Great debut showing from Matt Attack so far as he positions Saboor on that middle rope, calling for a 619 and beam sweeps the leg.
Did you say 619? Oh, Jesus. Step up enziguri to the side of the head and Matt Attack drops him.
Matt Attack got rocked on that one. And now Saboor stomping away at the back of the head, the back of the torso. He doesn't give a damn. Crossbody in the corner. Another from Big Saboor. Snapmare brings Matt Attack out to the middle of the ring. Saboor lining up for a sliding clothesline. Hooking the outside leg now. Matt Attack in trouble. Able to kick out at the last possible second. Man, Corey beams, tripping the leg, stopping that 619. Really turning the tables in this matchup. And now Matt Attack in a bad position as Saboor looks to dial it up.
Speaking of turning the tables,
Matt Attack blocks the shot. Powering Saboor into the fireman's carry. Smashing Big Saboor to the canvas. But Matt Attack is exhausted. He's unable to go for a cover.
both men slowly making their way back to their feet. Oh! Matt Attack. Oh!
Rocked him with that super kick. You've got to believe Matt Attack will have the advantage when it comes to striking as he nails the Luther's press, and here come the right hands.
Yeah, speaking of strikes,
Obviously a bigger frame, a little bit longer and leaner as well.
I was just about to say, he's definitely the bigger man of the two. Both BRD's guys on the smaller side. Manatek gets him up again. Small slips off the back. That's the ropes. This time.
Dial it up, Ray.
See Saboor getting out of the way and tripping Manatek on his way through. Oh! But he needs a shot to the jaw.
Manatek fights his way back into the ring yet again. Latching onto Saboor, turning him inside out. Boosting him up. And Saboor with a rake of the eyes. And the drop kick now. Spilling Manatek down onto the second rope again. Saboor laughing at his handiwork.
Oh!
Modification of a Michinoku driver. And a 2 count for his efforts. Great counter from Manatek there to stop the 619 from Saboor.
Thought that was going to be it. Manatek now heading to the outside. Climbing up to the top turnbuckle.
That wasn't it, but maybe this is.
What's in the locker from the debut? From Crosscheck, beams, no! Oh! Knocks him off the top rope. Manatek lands nobody in that pool.
Swept the leg earlier on, now physically pushing Manatek from the top rope. Attack has not moved.
Lights out, elbow!
Drops the elbow.
And BLD go 2 for 2.
That's what we do, says Corey Beams. And if he means cut corners and cheat, he's exactly right.
Well, the Black Light District has been around for over 2 years now. I can't say anybody's going to be surprised by their tactics. Corey Beams just getting into the most opportune times. And it's an impressive showing in the end by the BLD, but they're not done yet.
Stop this!
First time in an SPW ring. And Manatek's been treated like this, but Blade's here. Blade to make the save. Sends BLD running.
That's not how this is gonna fly. You hear me? This 2-on-1 crap doesn't work here. I made this man a promise. I made him a deal. And I am nothing if not a man of my word. So how about this? April 18th, Battle Lines. Me and him against you two cowards. That's if you got the guts for a fair fight.
Let's do it. You know what that is? That's what we do.
It looks like the challenge has been accepted. Battle Lines, Manatek and Blade versus BLD 2-on-2. Well, a challenge declared and a challenge accepted. It'll be BLD versus Manatek and Blade Lennox at Battle Lines in a few weeks' time. Moving on now, are they historic SPW legends or washed up geriatric rats? That's the question King and Crosscheck look to answer in their second defense of the SPW Tag Team titles here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, two bona fide legends of SPW in including the very first Hall of Famer Hammer. Willpower and Hammer coming back into the SPW fold at Halloween Haunting, made a statement against the Southern Alps and getting some attention from the champions of the tag team division, King and Crosscheck. Now here at Fight for Gold, they get a shot at the titles that they last held over 6 years ago. Speaking of statements made at Halloween Haunting, King and Crosscheck had their first title defense against Jamie Tangata SA and Pat Chess. Ended that one with the belt still in hand, and they were looking to clean up the tag team division. Saying before Fight for Gold that they weren't impressed with the tag teams that came before. Mentioned Cruisermate, Detention, Blacklight District, and of course the Power Tools. Calling them geriatric, washed, deserve to be in a retirement home, but we'll see how that goes for them tonight. Ever confident, Nico Bell and Michael Richards.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the SPW New Zealand Tag Team Championships. Introducing the challengers. They are the team of Little Power and the first SPW Hall of Famer,
Do your job, David.
and now introducing their opponents, the team of Toothless, Nico Bell, Killer King, Michael Richards, the reigning, defending SPW Tag Team Champions, King and Crosscheck.
Well, that's what it's all about. SPW New Zealand Tag Team Championships on the line. Two men that started in this SPW ring 10 years ago at Fight for Gold in 2016.
A lot of history at play in this, the first of two championship matches coming your way tonight, Fight for Gold 2026. King and Crosscheck defending their titles against the Power Tools. Here we go. It appears it will be Will Power starting things out for the challengers, and Toothless Nico Bell representing the championship side. And not only does Will Power have Hammer in his corner, but there's capacity in the Cargill crowd right there with him as well.
Nice headlock takeover to start us off. Fast and furious. Nico Bell gets him over another time, but immediately hits scissors again. Nice defense that time. It was a few years between Will Power's retirement and when he came back in Halloween. As the schoolboy roll up. Just a one count. Nico Bell, on the other hand, debuted for SPW at the Southern Rumble last year. He and Michael Richards coming into that three-way tag team battle at Bill Richardson's Transport World.
And what a debut it was, Ray, walking out with the SPW Tag Team Championships, ending the reign of BLD.
Nice athleticism from Bell.
Leap and sleep.
Tries to take his head off that back elbow! Instead, he got a face full of Will Power.
Beautiful hip toss from Will Power, and he stops Michael Richards entering the ring. Nails the cartwheel.
How about that cartwheel, David? Vintage Will Power.
So much for being geriatric. Will Power hasn't lost a step.
Let's go, Will.
Bell able to push Power back to the... and gets a tag. Gets him off the ropes. Oh!
Big shoulder block from Michael Richards, now the legal man for his side.
Well, here he comes. SPW Hall of Famer, the very first. Hammer in the ring with Michael Richards, the two big boys taking their turn. Strength for strength at the collar and elbow tie out. Who's gonna give?
Somewhat of a stalemate there in that test of strength.
Of course, as we talk about veterans, we are remiss if we don't mention Michael Richards is a veteran of the tag team game here at SPW as well. One of the first ever SPW Tag Team Champions. Back with NZXT. This, of course, being his second reign with the belts. Oh, just slapping the shit out of Hammer's chest there.
Richards bringing the fight to Hammer in a big way.
Like to tag the bell. Some tandem offense here. Hammer just runs straight through them. Dropping them with that double clothesline.
Taking down both of the champions. tag made to Will Power. Rocking Richards in the corner. Hammer with the spear. Burpee leg drop from Will Power. Oh, look at the elevation. Toothless Nico Bell flung high into the air and all the way out of the ring.
Surprise offense didn't work out quite too well for Nico there.
And now Will Power.
This Power got mine.
Positioning Michael Richards. Parallel to the turnbuckle. Oh! Bell yanking Hammer from the apron. And amidst the distraction, Michael Richards able to send Power tumbling from the top. Stiff boots finding their mark in the spine of Will Power. Scoop round with authority outside leggers. Hook, no.
Mikey, right here, pal. Give me the old man. You want him? Yeah, let's go, bro.
Killer King and Toothless working well as a tag team so far. As now Bell makes his way back into the ring. Good shot to the ribs.
And a shot to the jaw as well.
Is this the guy, huh? Next tag team champion!
Didn't get too close.
You can't touch me, says Nico Bell. Hammer proving otherwise. But amidst the distraction, Hayden Brown trying to get Hammer out of the ring, and now King and Crosscheck with a 2-on-1 mugging of Will Power in the corner.
I talked about Shaw earlier, goading Palmer in, trying to get him disqualified. How about the goading there? That worked out very well for the champions.
Now quick tags being made between King and Crosscheck. Double team offense again.
That hip toss giving him extra elevation as the Killer King goes for the cover. Power able to kick out.
And Will Power always been one of the most tenacious competitors in SPW from the moment he made his debut some 10 years ago. Going to take a lot to put down Will Power, but is Will Power past his prime? That's certainly been the argument made by King and Crosscheck. And if they can continue to isolate Power to make this a 2-on-1, is this the same Will Power today as 6 years ago when he last held tag team gold? Bell got to open up these hands.
I was just thinking the same thing. Closed fists right in front of the referee.
And taped fists as well, so no damage being done to the hands of Nico Bell, but damage being done to the chin of Will Power, who's firing back now against one half of the tag team champions, and Bell with a throat thrust, stopping that momentum in its tracks.
Double chop right to the throat, just vicious. What's Bell got in mind here? Power not going over easily. Once again, can't get him over. Beautiful fisherman suplex.
2 count for his troubles. 1 second away from new tag team champions at Fight for Gold. Both men are spent here, calling for their partners. Tag made to Michael Richards. Can Will Power do the same to Hammer? No. The Killer King knocking Hammer to the mat and sending Will Power there with a suplex. 2 count.
Vintage tag team stuff there from the Killer King. Gets the tag from his partner just to make sure that Hammer doesn't get one from Power. Knows it's easier just to keep his momentum, run straight into the big man rather than trying to cut Will Power off. Now he's going to try and wear him down.
It's what made Michael Richards and NZXT our first SPW Tag Team Champions. It's what made Michael Richards and Nico Bell our current SPW Tag Team Champions. But Invercargill, so enthused at the prospect of seeing Will Power back in action, willing him back to his feet, keeping it in this fight.
We're going to end this one. Richards in for the all-wall fall, gets him up. Power gets out of it once again.
Back elbow in the corner, stopping Michael Richards. Will Power's height to his advantage, ducking under the shot for the neck breaker. And now Will Power inching his way closer and closer.
Gets it!
Making the tag, in comes Hammer! Clubbing clotheslines in the corner. Nowhere for Richards to go. Nico Bell in trouble. Hits his own partner before being dropped with a back suplex. Hammer, like a runaway freight train, slammed to Richards into the cover. Oh! 1 second away from new chaps.
I see your referee Hayden Brown right there watching the shoulders of the Killer King come up just in the nick of time. But Hammer's looking to get this one finished.
And Hammer watching Michael Richards come up back to his feet.
Watch
Rushing
out!
in for the spear.
Oh!
No! Richards sidesteps momentum. Hammer collides with the turnbuckle in enemy territory. Now a tag made to Nico Bell.
Oh, they've got him up as assistant DDT. Oh! They call that one Crosscheck. Is that going to be enough? The champion's looking to retain. No!
Hammer kicking out of the Crosscheck. This matchup will continue. SPW Tag Team titles still on the line. But for how much longer?
He's yelling at Richards to go and get the belts.
And Michael Richards rolling out of the ring. He's coming over here. Give those back! Michael Richards taking those Tag Team Championships, passing one to Bell, retaining one for himself. I mean, this will be a disqualification, and Hayden Brown desperately trying to stop the championship belt being used as a weapon. Snatching the belt away from Bell, but Bell has the second championship belt now.
He's got the other one! Look at him!
Bouncing the belt off the head of Hammer, come on! Not like this, not like this, no! Not like this! Will Power breaks up the cover, keeps the matchup alive!
We talked about the tenacity and the heart of Will Power. There it is on full display. Michael Richards telling Will Power to get out of his company. Sends him back to the outside. Hammer's still the legal man. King Chick can finish this one here.
Bell looking for the toothpick. Oh! Hammer moved out of the way, and Bell just struck his own partner.
Watch Hammer! Watch Hammer in the corner! Look out! Ow! Massive spear!
Tag made to Will Power now. Power back on the apron. Power heading up top. Frog splash from Will Power. He's the legal man. He's into the cover. And he's your winner.
Well, it's been 6 years since those men have held that silverware. But the power tools are back, and they are 2 from 2, and they are your new SPW New Zealand Tag Team Champions once again.
What a moment unfolding tonight at Fight for Gold. King and Crosscheck pulled the power tools, washed up, geriatric, retirement home rats. But tonight you can call them the SPW Tag Team Champions. Who says a Hall of Fame induction has to happen at the end of your career? Hammer, defying expectations. He is an SPW Hall of Famer, and he is your new SPW Tag Team Champion. What a moment in time tonight for the Power Tools. SPW Tag Team Champions once again.
A huge win for the original two members of the SPW Academy. And speaking of originals, the Hooligan Marcus Cool has made it back to the ring after having surgery on his knee following his victory at the Southern Rumble. The surgery was meant to leave him sidelined for at least 12 months, but the godfather of SPW was set to compete tonight. A victory over People's Palmer at Halloween, Ramner has a shot at an SPW great. You have to assume the huge target on the knee of the Hooligan will come into play here tonight.
Now introducing his opponents. Let's have it!
Well, I was surprised when this one was announced earlier today. The Hooligan is back at SPW, won the Southern Rumble last year, was due to have a title match at Halloween Haunting, but unfortunately had a knee injury that required surgery, was meant to be out for 12 months. And I have to say I was surprised he was going to be back early, but I mean, it sounds like him. Well, the Divine Light has healed the Hooligan. Oh, Fred's going to start this one off early. Shots to James, to the Hooligan, sorry. Under the jaw. Oh, vintage Hooligan Luther's press. David, he's back.
What a farce. What an absolute scam this is. I mean, I hadn't seen him in the locker room, Ray, but I was reliably informed that the Hooligan was back from injury tonight. Obviously not the case. James Shaw, snake oil salesman and master impersonator apparently, in his second match of the night, raining down shots to Ram. That's not even the phrase. It's let's have it. I mean, I can't believe this.
I mean, say the line, David, the educated feet of the striker Hooligan. You know, you say it every time.
I'd be happy to say it if it were true, Ray. I was very excited for that to be a true thing tonight, and I'm excited to see Ram. I mean, look, the ball caps come off.
Ram off the ropes, big splash, nobody home. Pathetic! Well, he might not know where the Hooligan's from, but he knows his moveset. Big stop. Oh, that knee. Oh. He has meant to be out for 12 months, David. He's back with inside 5. That knee's still giving him some trouble.
Well, moonsault with a dodgy knee is ill-advised. Nevertheless,
I don't think I've ever seen James Shaw do a moonsault. This must be the Hooligan.
Well, all that posturing has given Ram time to get back to his feet. Now cutting off James Hooligan Shaw. Oh. Big chops in the corner. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Is he complaining about his English crumpets?
Whatever he said, he's kept a hold of that rope. Manages to fight his way out of it. He's going to get me every time. Reversal, Ram sends him flying. Oh! Shaw almost loses his scalp. The Hooligan almost loses his scalp.
And adjusting that scalp cost him there, allowing Ram to connect with that splash in the corner. Here comes another. And a suplex from Ram, showcasing his power. The ball cap gone. As James Shaw able to get his shoulder up at his second match of the night.
Well, this will be quite a scalp for, no pun intended, this will be quite a scalp for Ram, hoping to keep, oh, look out! Cool intentions! Super kick to the midsection! As I was saying, Ram was hoping to keep this win streak alive. Getting a win at the last show at Halloween Haunting versus Palmer. As Hooligan misses the penalty kick and now gets rolled up.
Very nearly had it there, did Ram, but now James Shaw, Divine Valley driver.
Never seen the Hooligan do that.
Oh, follows it up with a penalty kick.
Have seen him do that though. Say it with a bit more conviction next time. Your winner, Marcus Cool.
I mean, What do you want me to say, Ray? How are we supposed to commentate? How are we supposed to make sense of what we've just seen? Look, you want my theory on this? James Shaw failed the Fight for Gold cash-in at last year's Southern Rumble. James Shaw was defeated at Halloween Haunting. James Shaw was defeated earlier tonight. And if Shaw can't find a way to get himself back into championship contention, then perhaps coming out here and impersonating the #1 contender, Marcus Cool, who won last year's Southern Rumble and is in line for an SPW Championship match, perhaps this is Shaw's ticket.
Let's go! #1! #2 just behind James Shaw!
Perhaps this is Shaw's ticket back to title contention.
And now it's time for the co-main event. Speaking to some members of the crowd before the show, opinions are split between the two high flyers. Both men offer mega 2025, a Battlelines Cup and title win for Sky, and a victorious return after 5 years sidelined against the real Hooligan for Liam. And then both of them are part of the winning Team SPW from lockdown, leading to Sky offering this title shot to the veteran. Well, when you talk about high caliber guys here in New Zealand, Liam Fury's name has to come up. One of the legends of New Zealand wrestling, been at it for a very long time. He has never held the SPW New Zealand Championship, but he has had a match for it back in 2020 in Queenstown, a triple threat match. Unsuccessful on that occasion, but perhaps tonight it's time. Cool Guy Sky has been the top of the SPW mountain for the last 2 years. Winning the title back in 2023 against K9. He held it in a near perfect run in 2024 until the cash-in of Azza would see him lose it to the Black Knight District member, only to win it back at the Southern Rumble. And after Marcus Cole's injury, this will be his first defense on his second title reign.
In Chicago, the following contest is set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the SPW New Zealand Heavyweight Championship! Introducing the challenger in the corner to my left. Weighing in at 100 kilograms and fighting out of Great Lake Taupo, this is Liam Fury! And introducing his opponent In the corner to my right. Weighing in at 90 kilograms and fighting out of Glam Rock City, he is the reigning, defending SPW New Zealand Heavyweight Champion, Hooligan!
Well, a split crowd here in Invercargill tonight. Two beloved stars, Cool Guy Sky and Liam Fury, battling out for that right there. The SPW New Zealand Championship. The senior referee Hayden Brown gets us underway. David, what do you think of this one?
Monumental Ray, our second championship match of the night. Liam Fury's first shot at the SPW New Zealand Championship in almost 6 years. Of course, coming off the back of that big Team SPW victory over the BLD at Halloween Haunting in our impressive lockdown matchup. Sky and Fury, two pivotal parts of that SPW team. Tonight they meet for the richest prize in the sport. Both men proving to be very evenly matched in the early going despite that 10-kilogram weight difference.
Well, they're definitely two guys who aren't known for their strength, both incredible high flyers. Very impressive what these two do in the ring. But right now, it's almost at that state where matching styles ends in. Oh! Some dedicated wrestling to kick us off. Nice arm drag there from Sky and a monkey flip.
And Liam Fury back to his feet with ease. Answers with an arm drag of his own.
Oof. Landing on the tab right there, boys. Sky.
Oh, standing moonsault. Sky avoids the impact. And we have got a stalemate here in the early going. Two men very well matched up here to compete for the SPW Championship. Sky extending the handshake.
Just a sign of respect from the young gun, Sky. Gets a shot in the midsection from the veteran.
Well, time for handshakes is before the bell, and once the bell has sounded, SPW Championship on the line. Competition's what it's all about. But Sky now rolling through with that snap there, and oh! Old school with the hot lunch knee. Fury in trouble, able to get the shoulder up just after a count of two.
All right. I wonder what the preparation for Sky looks like in a match like this. Liam Fury, of course, as we mentioned, all through last year, had a large break from the ring, 5 years before coming back this time last year.
And what a comeback it was. Epic return against the Hooligan Marcus Cool, overcoming him at Fight for Gold 2025. And of course, closing out the year, oh, look out here, Sky with the cover. And of course, closing out the year as part of that winning Team SPW in our first ever lockdown match. Great showing for Liam Fury in 2025. Of course, the same can be said for Cool Guy Sky, reclaiming the SPW Championship and captaining Team SPW to victory to close out Halloween Haunting as Sky now heads all the way up top, thinking about the 450. Able to roll through as Fury rolls away. Now it's the challenger with a waist lock, thinking about a German suplex. Oh! Eats an elbow from the champion. Beautiful pinpoint drop kick from Liam Fury. Rocking Cool Guy Sky.
Elevation on that.
And now Sky
gets him right around the jaw.
Rolling out under the bottom rope. Finds himself on the outside of the ring.
Not where you want to be against Fury though.
Fury catches himself on the apron as Sky returns to the ring. And there, the heel to the chin sends Fury spilling off the apron to the outside.
It looks like Sky has some plans to go airborne. Fury gets out of the way.
Bad landing for Sky. Coming right down on the tailbone there on the apron of the ring.
Definitely the hardest part of the ring, that apron. No give there. Now the referee will start a count out, not what Liam wants. The title won't change hands on the count out.
Great point, Ray, and you see there Liam Fury rolling back out of the ring to break the count, to chase down the champion, rocking him with a forearm.
It's not just a high flyer, Liam Fury, incredibly educated strikes on him as well.
Slingshot sent on over the top rope, dropping all of his body weight into the midsection of Sky. And we've seen Fury compete in the past, Ray, at around that 90 kg weight that Cool Guy Sky came into the matchup at tonight. But you heard during my announcement there, 100 kilograms for Liam Fury. He has bulked up ahead of this matchup, believing it might give him an advantage. Getting himself a 2 count there.
I mean, so far in this match, he certainly hasn't lost any of his athleticism. I guess the question will be, how is his endurance as this match goes deep? Sky known to last. You talk about longevity, you talk about heart of guys in that SPW locker room. Sky is at the top.
That's why he is the SPW champion. But right now, just visually looking at how things are panning out, Fury with a 2 count there. The image seems to be that perhaps a title change could be on the way.
Toss, no, wheelbarrow rolls him up! He can do it here!
Oh!
In the nick of time, Fury keeps his title hopes alive!
And just
a
like
roundhouse
that,
kick.
uncorking that left leg roundhouse.
Man, what a shot. Sky trying to
Lining up another.
Trying to slap some feeling back into his chest. Hey, Fury, ready for another.
Sky blocking that 3rd roundhouse.
Counter left hand there by Fury, and again.
Every time Sky lands a shot, Fury answers with another. Sky stringing together some offense now, though.
Wanting to get on a roll.
Shaking, rattling, and rolling as he backs Liam Fury up into the turnbuckle. Whopping the challenger with a right hand.
Sky gets Fury back up to his feet. Reversal. Oh, reversed again, sling blade.
Reversing the reversal.
Fury clatters head first into the man off that sling blade. Sky heads to the corner. Can this be another dominant reign from Sky? Starting out another year as champion. Here he goes! Oof.
Fury out of harm's way, sidestepping that kick. And now, thinking lethal injection. Oh! Cool Guy Sky with the drive-by anti-air. Not quite enough.
Fury's still able to kick out of it, but he looks dazed. Was not prepared for that one. Lethal injection ends up eating just a boot to the side of the head. Sky now set up in the corner. Looking to slingshot his way up to the top. And then nobody home. Fury gets behind. Beautiful. German with the bridge. Almost a 3 count there from Fury.
And Fury remains latched around the waist of Cool Guy Sky, dragging the champion back to his feet, adjusting the position.
See that brainbuster? No. Sky out the back. Oof.
Jawbreaker from the champion.
Oh, Cool Guy cutter from the champion. Trying to roll Fury over and finish this one with a 450 to the top rope. Sky in no man's land, 450 connects. Cover, knock of the leg.
Liam Fury with a hand on the ropes. Did not have the energy to kick out after being crushed by that 450 splash. But unfortunately for Sky, the ring positioning allowing Fury to extend an arm, grab onto that bottom rope, and crucially break the count, keep the matchup alive.
I mean, that 450 is normally the nail in the coffin. It's got to be 95% at least of his wins as champion have come via that 450.
And you've got to believe that could have been the case had Fury been in any other part of the ring. But now Liam Fury slipping out of the fireman's carry, ramming Sky into the corner. Oh! Rushing in for something, and Sky counters with a double stomp out of the corner.
Well, Sky calling for it again. Didn't work the first time. How about the second? Liam back to his feet though. Puts an end to it. Oh, he's going up. High level of danger.
Popping away at the back of Cool Guy Sky.
Both men teetering on the top rope. No, look out! Oh!
Massive backdrop driver from the top.
We're talking about how Fury looks dazed. Perhaps this is the time he needed. Senior referee Hayden Brown in the middle of the ring starts the count. Both men down for the time being.
If he reaches a 10 with neither man moving, champion's advantage dictates Cool Guy Sky will retain. Up to 6 now.
You see Sky crawling.
Let's take another look at that massive suplex.
Yeah, both men look dazed by that one. Starting to see some movement as the referee stops his count as we come back here live. Oh, finally delivers that brainbuster. Liam Fury with a chance to finish it here. Crawls, gets his arm over the champion.
1 second away from... Who the hell is this?
Who's this? Is this some fan? Get him the hell out of there.
What is going on?
The referee's rung the bell. Wait, the match is over. Some idiot has been watching too much WWE and is dressed up like an absolute idiot. He's ruined the title match. Well, the bell has rung. The match is over. Senior referee letting David know the outcome of this match. A bit of confusion both in and out of the ring.
David Cargill, referee Hayden Brown has ended this matchup and a disqualification. And as the championship cannot change hands in the event of disqualification, still your SPW New Zealand champion, Cool Guy Sky.
Well, to be fair, a lot of the crowd are not happy about this outcome, and Sky doesn't look happy either. He looks terribly confused, but that is the case. That is the reality. Sky has lost the match via disqualification, but is still the SPW New Zealand champion. Bunch of confusion on his face, but as it stands, do you count that as a successful defense? Is Sky going to be going into battle lines once again without a successful defense, or is it the fact that he walked out with the title count? An odd ending to that one in a situation where no one feels like the winner, but Sky will have to wipe that away and pay attention. The winner of this match can call out the champion at any time over the next 12 months. The two former SPW champions of this match have their own score to settle after JK Moody was ousted from the group he founded, the Blacklight District. Tempers will flare, but who will end the night on top?
You already know who it is. Good double RTGB, baby. Nobody shines brighter than a golden boy like double RTGB, not the fighter. Cool as the coat on my tire. Try your best, but you'll never be higher. Try your best, but you'll never be higher.
Well, a former Southern Rumble winner and a former Fight for Gold briefcase winner, the Golden Boy Rocky Ryder.
Introducing his opponents.
Well, the question, does he still count as the prodigy if he now runs the Blacklight District? Azza made things very clear in Halloween Haunting. He runs things and he claims that he has always ran things with the Blacklight District, looking to get back to the SPW New Zealand Championship. And one way to do it is to climb the ladder and take home that briefcase tonight. about veterans of the Fight for Gold ladder match, Jacko is on his 3rd match in a row. Only beaten by one man, and it's this man, JK Moody, in his 4th Fight for Gold ladder match. Well, Elsa from the Black Light District, and he hasn't been heard from since. JK Moody is here and looking to put his name back on the map. Of course, he has won the Fight for Gold ladder match once before. He's won himself the tag titles, the SPW New Zealand title, and even won himself a Southern Rumble to boot. When you talk about longevity, when you talk about veterans here at SPW, JK Moody has to be one of the first on that list.
Picking things right up where they left off at the end of Halloween Haunting Lockdown. JK Moody ousted for the BLD.
Give me a minute.
I mean, that's got to feel good after 5 months of sitting on the bench. After what happened at the end of lockdown, JK Moody finally shutting Azza up. Oof, nice neck breaker there as well.
A lot of combustible elements at play in this, our Fight for Gold main event, a ladder match. 4 men enter, only 1 man can be victorious, and if you want to do that, you must climb the ladder and take down the Fight for Gold briefcase. While Azza and Moody rolling on the outside. Jacko and Ryder picking things up in the ring while the former BLD members brawl on the outside. Back elbow from Jacko, taking down Ryder in this, our Fight for Gold ladder match. Climb the ladder, take down the briefcase. Within the briefcase is a contract for a championship match at the time and place of the holders choosing. Nobody shines brighter than the Golden Boy, a man who has won the Fight for Gold briefcase before in 2023. Catching Jacko in the corner there with a Pele kick in the ropes.
Has won the briefcase, as you mentioned, David, but has not won it in a ladder match. This is Ryder's first ever Fight for Gold ladder match. The only one in this contest that is their first time. Watch out! Suicide dives in tandem. Ryder takes out Moody, and Jacko takes out his former teammate Azza.
Got to feel good for Jacko entering his 3rd Fight for Gold ladder match to be able to dish out some punishment to a man who betrayed him in the past, and now it's Jacko, the first to get his hands on the steel, plucking a ladder from under the ring and introducing it between the ropes. Will this be used for climbing, or will this be used as a weapon?
Oof. Moody gets out of the way of that one. Oh! Drop kick sends the ladder into the pier. Moody is feeling it so far tonight. And he get a roll going with some back elbows.
Bouncing around like a pinball in there and flagging Ryder up for a modification of a salmon splash almost. Penalty kick to Jacko from JK Moody, a man who has been forcefully liberated from the Black Light District. Moonsault off the back of Ryder onto Jacko. He shoots and he scores.
When was the last time we saw JK Moody hit that? It's Sin City days. What, 2018? 2017 maybe?
Moody trying to turn back the clock tonight. Can he turn it back to 2019? The last time that J.K. Moody won the Fight for Gold ladder match.
Moody off the ropes, going over the top! Takes out all three of his opponents. Moody feeling it.
And now Moody introducing Azza back into the ring. Looking to dish out some more punishment to the man who turned his back on the antidote.
Tries to go for the BL driller. Moody counters for the snap. Oh, just gets a punt up the guts. And now big boot. Atomic drop to Ryder. Azza only debuting it. BL driller. Oh! After he joined the tutelage of Moody, you have to say, if there's one man who's going to know the counter for it, it's J.K. Moody. Ryder with a drop kick, sends Azza to the outside.
Big spine buster from the Ginger Jawbreaker. And Jacko now signaling that he might need a ladder and be the first man to climb for that briefcase. Of course, Ray, we talked about what the briefcase gets you. Let's talk about the statistics attached to it. 5 of 7 cash-ins have been successful. That's a 71% success rate. Not a guarantee, but pretty damn close to it. If you take down this briefcase, the odds are that you will be a champion.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, James Shaw last year was one of those unsuccessful cash-ins. Oh! As Moody goes clattering into a ladder set up in the corner. But the stipulation is not just a championship match. It's a championship match at a moment of your choosing. Meaning you can come straight in after the champion is beaten down, broken, after a devastating match. You can slide in and cash in at that moment. Oh, almost ensuring your victory. All three men, Moody, Ryder and Azza, won the title and successfully cashed it in. So they definitely know what this means. Jacko gets his fingers to it, but can he bring it down?
Meanwhile, Jacko coming up dry in the past 2 Fight for Gold ladder matches, entering his 3rd for 2026. Oh! Drilled with a fisherman suplex by the antidote.
Right off the ropes! Oh! Almost struck his head off. Scoop slam, Uranagi. Something new from the antidote. Pop up.
Half and half suplex drops Azza, and Moody not done yet.
DNR connects, all men are down. I mean, Moody's going guns blazing off the rip. So he doesn't burn out too quickly. Oh, Jacko in with a chair. Thankfully, Moody gets out of the way. Just throws it at the Ginger Jawbreaker.
Who could have a broken jaw of his own. Oh! Especially after an impact like that. The drop kick to the chair, and the chair to the face of Jacko. I believe he did something similar last year with the chair.
posting that up on socials, and they got a like from Rob Van Dam. Not bad. Jacko Moody now. Go! We're going to make his way to the briefcase, but Ryder there to put a stop to it.
Nothing pretty about that chair shot, but very effective in stopping Moody from making the climb as Ryder now ascends the ladder. He's got it. Fingertips on the briefcase.
Moody makes his way back, but DDT drops him once again.
Azza now bringing the fight to Ryder, throwing that ladder out of the way. Whoa! Super kick with Ryder trapped in the corner, nowhere to go. But still some light for the Golden Boy.
What a disaster kick from Ryder. He's rolling. Kendo stick! Oh! Ducks out of the way, thankfully. Pot of gold! Drops Jacko! Ryder's not done. It's not the time to get the ladder yet.
Oh! Thinking disaster kick, but it was a disaster for the Golden Boy. Azza swinging that kendo stick, and again now, with his focus on his former partner, Jacko. Smoko Express stays long behind these two men. Moody and Azza exchange in centre ring.
Oh, no way. Oh, syringe driver. Moody's own move. Gets planted by his former protege, Azza. It was 2 years ago. Fight for Gold in 2024 when Azza won his briefcase. Perhaps the catalyst that brought him into the Black Light District. Now we're in the ashes of Moody's era. And Azza's looking to go up and score himself another briefcase. What does he have in mind here?
Maybe not looking to go up so much as to create a sinister object for destruction.
Cleverly, he has the second thoughts about it. Starts to climb that ladder. He's made his way up close. Oh no, no! A firing squad of chairs!
Down goes Azza. Now with Azza, the biggest threat, the least likeable, out of the way. A gentleman's agreement between Moody, Ryder and Jacko. Let's duke it out in centre ring. Rough Ryder from the Golden Boy. And now Ryder and Jacko exchanging shots. Jacko backing Ryder into the corner, sets him up on the top turnbuckle.
Looks like these two seem to be working together until both Moody and Azza are out of the picture. And then they turn on each other.
We touched on it earlier, Ray. The history. Moody and Azza have both won the Fight for Gold briefcase in a ladder match. Thus, they are the two biggest threats right now as all four men find themselves coagulated in the corner.
What's this? What's this? Oh!
Incredible impact. Azza latching onto Moody and Jacko, latched onto Ryder. All four men. Let's take another look. The superplex to Ryder, who you've got to believe got the worst of that one, but nobody is feeling good after that Tower of Doom in the corner. And now everyone slowly but surely back to their feet. Swinging, trying to connect. And now it's Moody finding the mark time and time again, rattling Ryder with a series of forearms and a back fist.
It's not what you want to see.
The antidote
It's Moody with a chair.
positioning a chair between the top and middle ropes.
Doesn't see Ryder behind him though. Ryder looking to take advantage. Off the ropes. Oh! Gets cleaned out with a clothesline. Oh, God!
Ryder smashed through the chair and straight out of the ring. Nasty, nasty impact. Not strictly a TLC match, this Fight for Gold ladder match, but these chairs have proved incredibly effective.
No, that's right, not a TLC match, but no disqualification nevertheless. Jacko's just throwing more chairs into the ring as if we need them.
JK Moody putting together something here. 4 chairs assembled in the center of the ring. And who's going to bear the brunt of this one?
He certainly has something in mind. Jacko's going for a ride. Oh no! Gets Moody up! Oh, Alabama slam! Through the chairs! Jacko crawling for the ladder. Is it time? Oh no, Azza!
Get up, boy!
So hard to keep track of what is going on in these ladder matches. Jacko reaching out for the ladder, did not see Azza into the ring. And now, Dragon sleeping position, chair wrapped around the throat.
Oh God! Oh God!
BL driver with a chair around the neck.
Someone needs to check on Jacko. Looks like Hayden Brown's there. Azza wasting time, struggling to get the ladder together.
And that's a valid point, Ray. The longer this matchup goes, the more these ladders are used as weapons, the less stable they will become. And the longer it will take to get them in a position where they're ready to be used for climbing. More shrapnel in the ring as well, as we see Azza trying to create some space, get rid of some of those chairs that Jacko drove JK Moody through.
Get rid of the chairs. Ryder's going to sneak up and get it.
Azza fixated on clearing the ring, and Ryder just about stole one here.
Ryder can still do it. If he can knock Azza off. Oh God! Oh God!
Sunset flip powerbomb from Ryder onto that second ladder, smashing the back of Azza's head down against the steel rungs. Both ladders collapsed. All 4 men collapsed.
Ryder looks like he took a bit of a shot himself. Oh. Just cracking the back of Azza's head on that ladder.
And Ryder may have caught the back of his head on the bottom rung of the vertical ladder after the rebound.
That first ladder also fell very close to all 3 men. Possibly getting caught up in legs, hands. Either way, we ended a stalemate. All 4 men down. Ryder looks like he's having trouble with a leg. Starting to pair off. Trading blows.
Azza and Ryder. Moody and Jacko. Clothesline from Jacko takes Moody over the top rope. Ryder now, sending Azza to the floor. The Golden Boy and the Ginger Jawbreaker alone in the ring.
Step up Enziguri to the back of the head. Ryder now desperate, crawling. Heading outside to grab a ladder.
Who knows what state that ladder's in. Jacko with his hands on a ladder as well.
Ryder has it set up. If he can make his way up, unhook that briefcase, he can be in for an SPW title shot. Still struggling with that leg.
Forced into using his briefcase for a tag title shot alongside James Shaw is 2026, the year of Ryder as SPW champion. Jacko pushed from the ladder.
Ryder's up there alone.
Ryder halfway up with no one to stop him.
Just reach, can he get there?
Oh,
no.
Jacko with the kendo stick to the lumbar. And Ryder dropped to the mat. I mean, all four men are exhausted at this point, Ray. It makes climbing that ladder much, much harder.
Yeah, absolutely. Not just tiring, I mean, they're battered, they're bruised. Well, these two...
Things are not finished between Azza and Moody. No point in climbing the ladder when they've got business to attend to.
First time being able to get their hands on each other in 5 months. Oh. Rake the eyes, of course, not illegal in this match, no disqualifications.
Spilling out to the apron. Oh! Super kick from the Prodigy to his former mentor, who answers with a bicycle kick on the apron. You can see beneath them, Ray. Oh! As Azza goes low. These men are fighting dangerously close to a table.
Azza's going to send him through it.
Well, Azza has spilled from the apron to this table.
I think him landing on the table is weakened it already. Oh, it's fallen over. Moody doesn't care. He's heading up high.
Legs of the table have given out, as may have the legs of J.K. Moody, struggling to get his way to the top rope. Lining up the shot to Azza.
Oh, it's out! Oh!
And a second table being introduced to this matchup. Again, not technically TLC, but no disqualifications mean no rules. These men can do whatever the hell they want to each other in pursuit of climbing the ladder and taking down that Fight for Gold briefcase.
Well, Ryder sets up a table. Jacko more sensibly sets up a ladder. The table is not going to help you win this one.
But it might help you incapacitate one of your opponents as these two men slugging it out. Ginger Jawbreaker goes down, courtesy of the Golden Boy. And now this has got to be Ryder's moment. Moody and Azza down on the outside. Jacko dropped in the middle of the ring. If Ryder can set up the ladder, he can make it to the top. The Golden Boy can take down that briefcase and make it 2 Fight for Gold wins.
He got a hand to it again, but it's not enough. Jacko makes it just in time.
Jacko in his third consecutive year in the Fight for Gold ladder match. No! Ryder in a bad way here as these men fight their way to the top of the ladder.
He's gonna superplex him over. Unable to do it.
Oh! Jacko dumped hard to the mat, but can Ryder regain his footing? Can he get his position back? Can he reach that Fight for Gold briefcase?
Yes! Ryder! Oh! No! Oh!
Off the top of the ladder and straight through the table.
I thought Ryder had done it.
And now, Jacko alone for 2 straight years. He's watched this matchup slip through his fingers, but now Jacko with fingers on the briefcase.
Can you get it down? Can you bring it down, Jacko? Yes! Yeah, Jacko! Is 2026 going to be the year of Jacko? In the lunar calendar, this is the year of the fire horse. Well, this ginger workhorse has just won himself the Fight for Gold briefcase.
Always the underdog, but no more. Jacko with the Fight for Gold briefcase, the master of his own destiny, heading into 2026. Things just got a whole lot more interesting in the year of the ginger workhorse. What a sight to see. Jacko, arm raised, and the Fight for Gold briefcase in hand.
It's time to put your head on a swivel. If you're the SPW New Zealand champion, Jacko can come in with that briefcase at any moment. That's been it from us here at SPW up in Racecock with David Dunn, and that was Fight for Gold for 2026. We'll see you in a few months' time at Battle Line.